Stick and move, jab, get back, protect yourself. So just go put another little brick there in, and it's kind of funny. I was just driving back to this place from High Street, and I'm like, generally know where it is. And I'll just see if I can figure it out. And nope, I didn't know which way to turn. So I had to GPS it just to get here. You had to go all the way around the block just to come up the one-way streets. This neighborhood is hysterical like that. So camping and that for tomorrow, and got pushed. I didn't need to. It made sense. But got those things out of the garage successfully, and called the other one on my way down. Nothing. And so I was just chilling out there, seeing if I'd hear anything from her about picking my stuff up. I sent her links to all of these as well, and so I was about ready to have a cigarette, and I rolled one up, and I got a call. She said, I need you to give me a time and a place to come pick your stuff up. There's some, but I'm not available today or tomorrow, or 2 days off. I know that. Trying to make my life a hassle, make it difficult. And so I said, okay, these 3: coffee, rolling papers, pants. And then I kept thinking for another minute, and then I thought, well, I'm in the neighborhood right now. Yeah, okay, but you got to make it quick. I need to be somewhere. I go over, knock on the door, come in. How are you? Nothing. And make it quick. She's angry. I said, you're awfully upset, pissed off right now, and because I'm still the one doing everything to her. She's still projecting that wound out onto me. It's my fault. I'm like, really? And what I'm going to do is report it blow by blow till the set gets increasingly ridiculous. But there's nothing that you realize that your emotion, what you're trying to claim, project out there, doesn't add up. It's you. That's the source. The set is not going to match what your emotional pattern is trying to project. So that's what I'm doing. I'm switching the setup, becoming that mirror, till they realize that all that the energy, that ugliness, is them. It's coming out of them, and that's where it can be healed. That I can't do that for them. But as the connected life, I'm going to try. Get up in there and see what happens. And that's what only thing you can do is heal you. Look, she's reproduced that pattern in her daughters. They have issues in their relationship, So I've talked about that, since forever, and it's that's the way that would go down. This second wave, I got like a few more days of it to feel that. Everything comes together, because now life is like returning to a dance. It's a melody to be enjoyed. I went to the grocery and we're laughing. Was this the one way aisle? But just driving around is just real cognizant of that. Just every little thing in the road, and if someone was blocking me from my dance, I was like, I got a problem there. So that's reflective in my relationships as well. That I'm going to dance and groove to the rhythm of life, and all those songs are they're brand new to me now, and okay, so just piecing all my life back, the pieces together, to try to understand what it was and why I went through all that, to get to this moment, to have this knowledge, set myself free, and help my tribe. Let's save the children. The real save the children. Save the first one is you in the mirror, and then you can from there help assist the other ones. Like, hey, all these things, problems you think you have out there, that's in your perception. That's where they're coming from. Got a comment from Molly. It's been a few days. What was it? There's a big difference between evil and some other word. I don't know what she's trying to express there. I think still John Boy is the problem. Is John Boy still the problem for all of that? it's going to be you. It's going to be increasingly difficult to get away with that bad behavior on the set. Or does that make sense? You know, when the police were called before I even went to the mental hospital, they were trying to figure out what was the problem on the set, because that's what they're for. But that problem had jumped away. I remember being in the kitchen there. I explained to the police what I was going through, and they're like, okay, and then there was that triangle. Looked at the cop, and it was her, and I could see the energy coming out of her, like, because she was trying to project that her problem was out there. And that's when we both looked at her, and yeah, she was on set now. Well, will you get it now? So we need some vocabulary. One would be like it's when the set doesn't match the energetic projection, right? It's just incongruous. It's an incongruity. It's like an emotional incongruity. So all the emotions are coming out of them, but it's just like it doesn't make sense on the set. So Brooke and I were driving back to New Mexico. We'd come to Ohio to visit, 2004 maybe, and we stopped and got a ice cream float, or the bananas and the chocolate and the strawberry and the cream. But the lady who made it had messed it up in her mind, that the flavors weren't in the right place, and she was getting really wound up about it. And I was like, well, it's a big deal. I mean, it's just fudge and marshmallows. You just pick and choose, and it's not that big a deal, is it? And she was still hanging on to that projection, and she finally got to the point where she was like, no, but because the marshmallows are mixing with the chocolate and the peanut butter, and we kind of stepped back, or both heart, and just laughed that was the cause of all that emotional rage coming out of her. She was really raging at her father back then. That was her wound. And we're just having ice cream and driving, and we still laughed at it as we remained friends for years after that. And yeah, maybe I'll have to drop this one on Brooke. So yeah, emotional incongruity. That's what the jiu-jitsu dance. So until maybe then you finally see that, oh, it is me doing that projection. You got control of it. You're dreaming it. It's a lucid dream. Trying to get me to play like that and fight back, and oh no, you're this. It's like got all that rage on my mother out. So maybe it is mean to be reminded of that. That's why they're still reacting, projecting on me. It's because of that. I want to get them to set themselves free and be happy, and we can enjoy the ride together as man. This is the new age. And this is just how it comes out, works out down here. So, to be expected, the set will be increasingly ridiculous. That's what I'm seeing on the other one, a little bit. Just catching it, I'm exposed to, like NPR for a few seconds in the car. Like, there's a football game tonight, I found out. It's going to be weird. And people are just dying to watch it. And they got the politics in there. It's just a big light show. The Texans versus the Chiefs. It's all symbolic because it's already happened in that set. So yeah, just be prepared. That set ridiculous, and the set you're interacting emotionally, trying to project that on me. So I'm not fighting back. I'm not projecting any of that stuff back onto you. And we were dancing like that, but that was a bad dance. We need to heal that and heal those wounds and trauma in the family cycle. That's not all there is to this life. Yeah, so emotional incongruity will be coming to be expected. Well, hey, that doesn't make sense. So that's the alchemical work that we've been talking about. And it's all that can be done, but I can't do that for you other than what I'm doing here. That's what God's been doing your whole life. All that. It's not going away. Don't get rid of it. So I told her that. I was like, have you been listening to the talks? You know what's going to happen. So what I'm doing here, that's triggering her still. But she's being ugly at me. Angry little child. It doesn't go on in this court like that anymore. But I want to help you. She's a hottie. That's your fault for being beautiful. And I'm sorry, I'm attracted to you and I love you, but I want to be happy in my life and operate from love. And I want that for you. So every major girlfriend I've had, the very first time I saw them in this realm, that energy body came out. I felt it. First time I laid eyes on them, that was the one to dance with, to get a lesson from. You know, oh, here, because we've been doing this for eternity. I even saw Robin's energy body not too long ago, where she was a boy, and her dad wanted a boy, and so they named it Robin. But you know, is that part of, you know? Well, they didn't really want another girl, but you know, it just like jumps out at you. I can go back to each one for eternity. That's one to dance with. That's one for me. That's the lure as we came down, Jacob's ladder down here, into this realm to participate. You know, we just didn't have the rules. I run around, making, you know, acting a fool. I was breaking the law. I was hurting myself, scaring myself, projecting my wounds out there on them. I want to see that, you know, that energy, emotional dance, that in and out, back and forth. But with all this stuff in the set, and I figured out how those are clues for the real projector, the real God. So that I'm like, oh, that would make sense, because that was a problem. There were too many people out cluttering the arteries. That's in my projected set. The city is representative of a heart. So I'm in the heart of Ohio, and now I'm in like this really intricate synovial vein of Columbus with all these little streets. It's a delicate little operation, right? To make sure everyone's not getting in each other's way. That was symbolic of that. So when that happens and the superorganism is overcrowded, guess what's in the ice? Zoop, go, stay home, stay safe. Zoop. It wants to correct that. That's the heart correcting itself from having a heart attack. I don't have any more of that. It's an attack on the heart. So, you know, symbolically, that's why in this neighborhood, to do that work. In other ones, you know, I was a heart surgeon, and I went that route, and you know, that's what I carried with my spirit and my energy body into this one to come dance down here, right? We just didn't know there was that one, and we didn't really know the energy body, right? We're just looking this way. So I appreciate you guys following along. Jenny, I told that one a while ago, but you know, there's such good stories where our parents were going out for New Year's, and me, Nick, and Jenny, and we had to entertain ourselves, and we made a talk show with our little thing and commercials. Like that's what we were, but we're really doing that, and family watched it. It was just absolute classic, hilarious stuff, right? We're still kids, we're having fun with our lives, and you know, at some threshold you like, well, okay, time, put that away, and I got to worry about stuff and be responsible, and but the reminder in the ice is that you're a child, and you're gonna laugh and enjoy as a child again, or you know, we could do that for a while, but there's nothing to be afraid of other than there's no problems out there with anyone. That's the insight. That's the revelation. That they're you, and you're trying to figure each other out, but enjoy each other's experience back and forth. That you're alive. That's the real miracle. We forget that as we're dreaming down here, just to be alive. That, you know, it's like, well, who am I? You know, some of these people like driving around these cars. I mean, you could really be essential. You know, but that's me. What I'm seeing, projecting in them. So I had to take it down to the point, well, they are alive. So just like my little interactions with cashiers and stuff, like, it was just hysterical, you know. They laughed, I laughed. So, you know, that's your scorecard, that everything really is, you know, hilarious. But you just might not have known, you thinking it was something out there that's separate from you. So that's the a sequence of actions for this one. So look for those emotional incongruities. Does that really make sense? Am I evil? I'm attempting like the alchemical James Bond to actually figure out why women are doing that. He brought it back, and that yeah, there's going to be tears. That's tears to wash it away. But as a child, I behaved as a child, but it came a time to put away childish things and become a man in the mark of the beast. These are these times. It's already, first wave's already been shown in the projection. So I'm just going through this in the initial second wave because I got a little bit different vantage point, but I want to share what I'm going through. And a lot of people are like, man, my life is just going crazy. The set, because as people detach and get that 666, the world brings heaven on earth. You get the right copy, and you do that here. That's what I'm saying. For me, I don't want that in my life. Someone coming at me telling me I'm evil. I got all these evil things. That's coming out of you, because that's what you worried about in you. That's what you're projecting, attempting to out onto me. That's the only place that comes from. Just want money. And when you act from that emotional part, you make bad decisions for all the life around you. So this is it coming back as a response to correct that. It's a healing. The superorganism wants to heal that stuff on the set. So explain it. These are the techniques, things that will help me. That's what I went through. So yeah, I'm going to tell some stories about all that stuff. And I got a lot of stories. So I'm going back busy now. Oh, that's where this was out of place, and where that got screwed up in there. I'm allowed to do that now because I'm 6'6", or figure that part out. If you're doing it from love. So I'm sorry that I'm reminding you of this, but you were breaking the law by projecting that onto me. That I'm all these evil things, and I'm doing all these evil things to you. You're just projecting that because you're trying to. The ego is protecting the buried trauma. So you got to forgive the parent, because that's not what they wanted. It's not what they intended. And it's going to get replicated. That's just the way it works. I've explained that 100 times now. So it's up to you right now to look within and make peace and forgive yourself and cry and sob and heave. I did hours of that. I did it in front of Helen because I was still in there. I could go there and I was experiencing that. I was like, can I do that again on here to show people what that's like? And I tried, but I felt it. I dealt it. And you do it a few times, and you got to heave and forgive them for that. That's not what they intended. I know Mom didn't try to abandon me at all. She didn't. But the way I felt is what got buried and hidden. That feeling is what you're getting angry at right now, is that I'm talking about this. So go sit with that, go get in there and heave and cry. Molly, every single thing Mom did in her life, you would have done the same thing based on the information in her life. Did you know that? Because you're the same life. And we've been playing this dance for eternity throughout all these epics. And so this is the age that we're in, where we've walked all the way down and then we come back up. I want to see some tears out there. You got an emotional issue with someone near you. You got to experience that. That's what the ego's afraid of, because it doesn't, it had to wall it off for a while. So that's where that's where it's washed. You feel it in your heart. I mean, I lost my shit when I saw it the first time. And boom. Oh. That's kind of what I'm going through now, because it's another form of that. It's the way I feel now. Like, I have to get this out. And, keep yapping. That was my thing. I had to get over it. Fear of public speaking. But, I really enjoy these talks. I go back and I'm like, point, this is building the grand work to save the children from suffering by watching the light show. and manifesting that there's something out there that is it's to be enjoyed eventually. But you just got to correct the breaking the law part. And the first place you do that, only place you do that, is right in there. Stay home. CV-19. It's in the ice. It's in the waves now. So, all right, I'll keep everybody posted. Probably get one coming tomorrow from the property. Jody and I talked a little bit, and some things happened in her life, so we're gonna go figure out what's really going on there. I'm gonna go in there and Sherlock Holmes that set, see if we, so it doesn't have to be a seeming source of discontent, like in your life, like these are bad things happening here. The set can do anything, and that's why it's funny from that, when you're watching it from that level, But yeah, here I was like, fucking mask, man, fuck you, and but I see the bigger picture of that, because we were just focused on stuff on the set, money and jobs, and that's what was breaking the law. Learn how to work from home. Stay home with your family and protect the children. But you got to protect yourself, because that energy you projecting out there, because you don't know, is keeping that pattern intact. Child suffers, grows up, does it inadvertently. The parent. So that we need it's 333 time. I mean, that's the Christ frequency. That's how it is. What it's doing. Yeah, there's no like you die and go to heaven. That was for the children. You just die and keep dreaming. Here, it seems like you lost your skin, you shed your skin, but out of the ashes, the phoenix always grows. That's what all that symbology is on set. I don't even pay attention to it. I can't even. I think no. So I'll keep everyone posted, and seems like it's going pretty good. And yeah, anything. If anyone messages me for anything, and I'll get it. I'll talk about it though. I don't do email anymore. A couple, just coordination, logistical things through the text messaging. But no, from here on out, it's all this. The fasci. That's the fasci. That's the face, facial nerve. We cover all that stuff. But I know we'll repeat some of it a little bit. But I get tired of talking about it. I want to move on. And it's like it's over there. Go get there. But so this is what I got right now in my grill. I'm doing something to them by talking about this. It's the story of my life. It's my defense mechanism to clean out that set. It's not going to go on anymore. So and it's not going to go away. So you got that to worry about, because the God that's in you doesn't go away. It's always tapping you on the shoulder, get your attention. You ready? Yep. Ready? No. To give yourself permission to be happy and actually protect your own family, because you did your inner work, and now you don't have a strained relationship with them, and there's just emotions flying across, being projected across the cave. You don't want that? I want that. So you're gonna have to do a little sobbing. Seems scary at first to open that key. Get in there. They're walled off pretty good. Ego's pretty good at doing that. But that's the next step. Heal that and make peace. Because that's not what they were doing. You would have done the exact same thing. I've said that so many times now. That's where I was like, oh yeah, I got it, understood what mom was going through, and she loved me, but that's all she knew what to do. Oh yeah. So yeah, be responsible and do your healing work. Quit yapping at the set. It's gonna go nuts. That's not what the game was about. Oh, with this and this is conspiracy over here, and the set's gonna get so off the wall until you are like, and then you need this. And it's that pincer move to get you to help yourself. That's what helps me with the same life. I noticed a lot of these talks are 33 minutes. 33 minutes. All day today was just like 11s everywhere. Banking at 11, 11:01, grocery tab 11:28, 128. That builder number, hidden 911. So, yeah, I don't know what's going to happen out there. I'm not going to go in there and try to predict that future. It's a product of our collective consciousness to manifest and dream that up together, and share that. But that projected set out there, sure about that one. You can get lost in that one, play and pretend as a child, but this is the time in the Bible, in the scripture, in the set, in the water, in the code, the grand master organism for this stuff, where this gets worked out, so we don't make ourselves miserable, project all that on someone else. So it's probably going to be the message, from here on out. I mean, so yeah, we'll see what happens here tonight. There was the issue in the neighborhood was noise, so I'll be paying attention to that, noise. What's going on with that? So we'll probably yap about that one tomorrow, and I'll see you tomorrow, Jody. And going swimming. I haven't gone swimming once this entire summer. We're kids, and I haven't even gone swimming. Don't know. Yeah, thank you, COVID. So yeah, I'll get to do that tomorrow. Can't wait. All right, I will see you then. Take care, everyone.